sweet home. Another day, another dollar. Less welfare and pension. I think I just made enough to pay off my parking tickets.
So why don't you just get out of this business?
You know I would, but I start making $2-3 million a year. I'm facing an ugly tax situation.
You face ugly every time you shave.
That's very funny, Joan.
Freeze! I said freeze! Sorry, Colonel Coltrane. Can't let you have that. I'll take that. My name's Tustin. Committee Internal Security. You're under arrest.
Under arrest? What, are you serious? What's the charge?
They say it's for conducting an unauthorized operation, breaking and entering...
Hold on. Who do they think we are, the CIA? We don't mess around with unauthorized missions.
So you say.
Come on, Alex, you must have known about this.
I don't know anything about it, Trey, and if orders were given, I was kept in the dark.
If? You give me if? All right, just listen to me. Now, the command came down yesterday, by modem, as usual. It was a straightforward black bag job. We were supposed to break into the American consulate in Vancouver, bust the safe, and liberate the contents. That was it.
And you're in the habit of breaking into friendly consulates?
Mister, we're in the habit of following orders. You understand me? Now, the American rep for the committee, his name is Crawford. He's the one who authorized this mission. You want the truth, buddy? You call him. You check with him.
Crawford's dead.
He's what?
He was killed in a hit and run this morning.
Excuse me?
No way.
Okay, fine. You put the cuffs on us, all right? What are you guys for, petty theft? And hey, Joan, didn't we park in a red zone?
You're also charged with the murder of 2 Marines.
Murder?
And a consulate worker.
Which means you're facing the death penalty, my friends.
No. These charges are bogus. The force has conducted scores of these operations for us. Never was there even a hint of improper conduct.
No improper conduct that we've discovered.
It now appears they broke into an Allied consulate and killed 3 Americans. Now, this has the making of an international incident. We can't just ignore that.
If our group is responsible for what happened last night, then I agree they should pay. But it sounds to me like this tribunal is ready to pass sentence even before they've heard testimony.
Relax, General. This isn't Alice in Wonderland.
No? And why this rushed trial? If there is no formal legal procedure for this situation, then surely in time one could be constructed.
The way I see it, if these people are guilty, then we need to cut the string between them and the committee before any connection is made. Otherwise, we're going to have Mike Wallace banging on our door.
If my people don't get a fair hearing in here, I will personally drag Mike Wallace in here and publicly beat you to death with him.
Call your first witness, General.
There was a piece of cake. American consulate in Vancouver, just around the corner for a change.
Come on, Church. Come on, we got 3 minutes. Make it happen.
Damn.
What?
This thing's state-of-the-art.
Well, you're supposed to be state-of-the-art.
Give me a break. I've never seen this one before.
Well, you've seen it now. Come on, get the damn thing open.
Tell me, Lieutenant, did Colonel Coltrane always get that hot during an operation?
What do you mean?
Was his attitude different last night, Lieutenant Staples?
I don't know. He could have been a little edgy, maybe. Not himself.
Not in control.
No, I didn't say that. Look, maybe he was having a bad day or something, a little too much caffeine, but no big deal.
No.
I hear a couple pops. Joan goes in to give him a hand in case he needed some help. But she's back real quick. She gives us the okay sign. We continue on with our work. No sweat.
What exactly do you mean by a couple of pops? Gunfire?
No. Tranquilizer darts.
And when you say a couple,
I mean 2.
there were 3 bodies.
I mean 2.
Lieutenant, can you prove that what you heard wasn't a silenced 9mm handgun?
You did say Colonel Coltrane was acting inexplicably hostile.
Look, this is ridiculous. All right? I know Train. The man hates killing mosquitoes. He's not capable of this.
Excuse me, Lieutenant. We will decide what he's capable of. Thank you. Witness is dismissed.
I was neutralizing the alarm. Train had gone into another room.
Church, move it. Let's go.
What are you doing? Just took out 2 guards. Are you all right? Let's go.
Oh, I'd give my teeth to see what's on these.
It's probably just some senator's income tax returns.
Whatever it is, it must be worth risking international incident.
Come on, what's the matter with you guys? Let's go. Come on.
Tell me, Colonel, do you often raid foreign embassies?
We do whatever it is we're told.
And you would have us believe you were told to kill those Marine guards.
To my knowledge, no one was killed on this mission.
How do you know no one was killed? Did you check on them before you left?
That's not my job.
He said he took out the guards.
Yes. He took care of them. And only the guards.
Took out, Colonel. The usual connotation is terminating, eliminating, killing them. Is that right?
You are trying to bury Train with semantics!
He buried himself when he waxed those guards and that consulate worker.
With all due respect, sir, I think you should hear all the evidence before you make those kinds of assumptions.
Thank you, Colonel.
I was in the hallway, standing guard, when I heard something. I went to check it out. You okay?
You get back to your post right now. Now!
Well, it sounds to me as if Colonel Coltrane threw you out of there.
He had the situation in hand. He did not need me.
So he was holding his regular handgun.
Yes.
Can you speak up? Was that a yes?
Yes.
Indeed. Not the tranquilizer gun.
One can assume he deliberately obscured your view from the bodies so you wouldn't see they were dead. Or, for that matter, how many were dead?
One could also assume someone was deliberately trying to frame him.
As we said, Ms. Jacquard, we are only interested in the facts.
Which, in this case, appeared to be up for grabs.
Once again, Ms. Jacquard, what happened last night?
We entered the building. We removed the contents from a safe. We left.
Then who murdered those 3 people?
Come on, take it easy. You know you're not helping yourself or your comrades this way.
I do not believe anyone was dead when we left.
We didn't ask for your opinion. We asked for the facts.
Are you sure that it was a 9mm gun in his hand, not the tranquilizer gun?
I would hardly make that mistake.
Why is this taking so long, Alex?
Doing my best.
Afternoon?
Colonel Coltrane, the picture that we're getting is cloudy at best. We're hoping that you can clear up a few things for us. So we must urge you to be completely truthful.
I don't know of any other way, sir.
Very well. General?
Forgetting the lack of authorization for now.
Alex, there was authorization.
Forgetting the lack of authorization. We need the definitive story of how you dealt with the guards.
A convincing story.
I heard a voice from across the hall.
No.
I went to see what was happening.
I want to do my home number.
You okay?
Joan, get back to your post right now. Nighty-night, boys.
So where does the consulate worker come in?
All I saw were Marines.
We seem to have a problem, Colonel Coltrane. No one can vouch for your story.
Well, ma'am, I don't need vouching for. Now, that's the way it went down. I left 2 Marines laying there sleeping like little kiddies.
You tranked them, that's all.
Sir, I'm not in the habit of killing fellow American soldiers.
There seems to be a slight discrepancy.
9mm slugs. They were removed from the skulls of the 2 dead Marines and the consulate worker. Ballistic reports confirm they came from your weapon.
And I said I tranquilized them. And only the guards.
Rather a permanent form of tranquility, I would say.
I don't know what's going on here, but I'm being railroaded. Come on, Alex. This stinks of a cover-up and you know it. And I'm not gonna be your fall guy, you understand? I'm not gonna be some Oliver North here. Now, I want to see what's on the disc we took from the safe, because whatever it is, that's going to implicate whoever the hell is behind this.
Colonel, no one is railroading anyone.
Really?
No, Mrs. Gardner, he has a point. I think that now is a good time to see what's on those computer disks.
Well, thank you, sir.
General?
They're blank.
I'm very sorry, Colonel Coltrane.
Listen to me.
That will be all,
It's a setup. It's a
I
setup.
said that will be all.
why I-
Mr. Tustin, please remove the defender. I said remove the defender.
Let go!
Get him out of here.
In and out. You know, I've been sitting here working on my last meal. So far, I can't get past a hamburger and fries.
Until this afternoon, I would have thought that was foolish.
Alex, these people can really make me disappear. I mean, forever. Legally. Right?
Legally? Well, who do you appeal to? Legally, you don't exist. None of you do.
That's not very comforting, huh?
Look, I can't tell you how helpless I feel. When I was a younger man, I dreamed about being a lawyer. When I got older, I realized I wasn't really cut out for it. Didn't have that dramatic flair. I wish I could get somebody who could really defend you.
No, it's not your fault. I'd say the odds are stacked up against me.
There's something about this material. I don't know what it is. I just can't put it together. I mean, who in the world want to frame you?
Well, the key is whatever's on those computer disks.
They're blank. And they were sealed in the committee safe when you brought them in.
Yeah, well, so was my gun, Alex.
What are you saying?
I'm stating the facts. Whoever killed the 2 guards used my gun. If they could get to my gun, they could get to the disc. If we only knew what was on them. Zeke. He was fooling around with them on the way back. I mean, he was dying to know what was important enough to risk a political incident. You get Zeke. Alex, I still might have a shot here.
This was a very difficult decision for all of us, but the facts are overwhelming. And simply put, we cannot allow these maverick actions to continue unpunished.
Not so fast. I'd like to introduce some new evidence that's come to our attention.
Alex, where have you been? I almost had to do a soft shoe to stall these guys.
General McHugh, you're too late, and this is completely out of order.
What is in order in a sub rosa extrajudicial proceeding? I have evidence here that could exonerate these people. You can't simply ignore it.
All right, General. 2 minutes. Be seated.
I'd like to call Mr. Tustin for questioning.
Tustin? Wait a minute.
Well, he's the arresting officer. There's nothing unusual about asking him a few questions. Mr. Tustin, at what time did you make the actual arrest?
I don't know exactly. Around 3 a.m.
That's close enough. Now, according to the guard that you put on duty, you left here shortly after that. Is that correct?
Yeah, so? I did my job, I locked up the evidence, and I went home.
And by the evidence, you mean the guns and the computer disks?
Right.
Mm-hmm. See, I spent hours last night sorting through this material, and something about it bothered me. And then I realized what it was. It was right here on this sheet of paper. Do you know what this is?
The coroner's report.
Mm-hmm. Would you read to the committee what it says under time of death for the guards? Mr. Tustin.
4 a.m.
Which means that you arrested these people for murder before the murder had been committed. Isn't that right?
Somebody's got their time screwed up, that's all.
No, these times are right. It is your story that's screwed up. Let's see if this is not closer to the truth. As you said, you collected the guns and the computer disks and you put them in the safe. Everything that is but Train's gun. You see, you needed that to kill the consulate worker, which you did sometime around 4 a.m. Then you took her body back to the consulate and you put it in there with the Marines, who were still under the effect of the tranquilizer darts. And then you killed them as they were sleeping. In the morning, before the tribunal convened, you put the gun back with the rest of the evidence. And then you erased the discs.
I'm not taking the fall for this one. I was just following orders.
We already tried that one, pal. It doesn't work.
But it's true, isn't it, Mr. Tustin? Someone on the committee was giving you those orders.
Wait a minute. Now that's completely out of line.
Oh, is it? Here are copies of the computer files taken from that safe.
I thought the discs had been erased.
Well, those were Mr. Tustin's orders. But you see, Colonel Ramad made copies on his laptop computer. He does things like that.
These files clearly show a money trail from a Libyan terrorist organization to a member of the committee who tipped them off to counter activities.
You see, it seems Mr. Crawford, the American rep, suspected one of the committee members as being a mole. Now, he and the worker at the consulate were following the money trail via computer.
After the phony hit-and-run accident took care of Crawford, there was only the consulate worker and the computer files left to implicate the mole. So he or she had to get rid of them.
And what better way than to send in lightning force? Have us get the files and then frame us with the murder of the consulate worker.
You see, one name occurs time and time again on these files.
Oh, General, and what name is that?
Well, it was in code, sir. We couldn't crack it. We couldn't crack it. But the Cray computer at the National Security Agency, it could. And it did. In less than a minute, I might add.
And?
You'll find that name on the last page of your files.
Now, wait a minute here.
It was you that gave Tustin the orders.
You had the consulate worker killed and the disc erased just to save your sorry butt.
This is ridiculous.
Maybe
I'm
not
not
as
gonna...
ridiculous as you would have us think. Get them out of here.
Nice work, General.
We owe you big time, sir.
And you said you didn't have a flair for dramatics, Alex. Bravo.
Perry Mason couldn't have done it better.
With apologies to your people, General, this hearing is officially adjourned.
Is that it? Just like that, huh?
We sit here for days taking this from
And you
people?
sit there and apologize?
Wait a second. What do you expect from us, huh? To go on taking orders from you like good little boys and girls? Is that it?
Train.
No, Alex. Now, we have followed every order you gave us without question. We've even killed for you people. And you know why? Because we trusted you. We trusted your standards of what's right and what's wrong. But no more, you understand? No more. From now on, any order that comes down, I'm gonna look at it real close. You got that? Our trial, it might be over, but yours is just starting. Guys, I'm hungry.
Laos Intelligence delivers shocking news.
Believed to be Lieutenant Richard Talbot.
They say there's never been any real evidence of a living MIA.
Up until now.
And for Train, this one's personal.
I saw eyes like his in the war. That man can get you killed.
All right, McHugh says we stay. I say we go.
Rumble in the Jungle. Meatloaf guest stars on the next Lightning Force.
It's time for Super Action and Super FX with Super Force. Follow Zack, half man, half computer, and his buddy FX Spinner as they zap evil and injustice into the Stone Age. Super Force is next on Channel 9.
Viacom.